It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. This is episode 309. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, comedian Noelle Herzog.
Hello, Tracey.
Hi, guys. I have a cough.
Yeah, so we can't laugh. This is a non-laughing podcast.
Non-laughing podcast. I'm very sad.
She is very sad.
I am sad. Adrian opened for Louis C.K. last night, and she was texting me from the show.
Cool.
And I was like, hey, weird question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you mention to Louis that I have a cough?
And she said,
and
yes.
she goes, I'm not telling him that. He doesn't care about you. And I said, well, that was very not nice. And then she said, well, actually, I was lying to you to make you feel better. I told him that you had a cough and he told you that you should die.
Wow.
Like, I feel like
I would prefer that.
I'm like, I feel like this is not true. I feel like you did not disclose that I have a cough.
It's so funny because I tell everyone, I'll always be, Tracey doesn't feel good. She has a cough.
Yeah.
Matt asked me today 3 times how you felt.
Not good.
Mm-hmm. Not well,
good.
bitch. That was really good. I have to tell you, you posted on your story when TikTok went down. How am I doing? Not well, bitch. Dorinda, very fucking good.
Thank you.
That was hilarious.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That was from that girl Daniela that posts all those fun things.
Oh, it was so good.
Oh, God. Well, before the 90 Days, Season 7, Episode 21, Tell All Part 2. Before we get into it, make sure you join us at Patreon at patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast, where you will find all of our bonus episodes, including this podcast, the day we recorded up to a week early.
Can you believe it?
No, honestly, I can't. And can you believe that we are wrapping up So Pumped of Vanderpump Rules podcast and rolling into Macaroni Rascals, a Jersey Shore podcast over there on Patreon?
I am really excited to do it.
I'm really excited too. Also, guys, I'm just letting you know right now, TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming tour dates. And I have a lot of them coming up. I have an entire Northeast tour. I'm going to be opening for Little Mo Mozzarella. And it's going to be the best night of my life.
And you know, you'll never know if I'll be there or not unless you
never
go.
know. Where's Noelle? We don't know.
You'll never know.
Patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast. It's right down there in the show notes, or TraceyCarnazzo.com for everything podcast related. Let's jump into the pool with Niles.
Oh, Niles is about to break Adnan's face.
Okay, I love Niles because there are things that he does that make no sense, such as he said he either lies or tells the truth.
I know. Wow.
One or the other.
Groundbreaking. He tells the whole truth or he just lies.
Right. And that's the greatest part
Isn't
about
that
him.
just living?
Isn't that being alive, Niles?
Right.
Okay, so then Brian said that Matilda probably got so crazy on Niles about marriage.
Someone should behead this guy. Is he just the worst? He's
they already
disgusting.
beliked him.
They beliked him. Let's behead him. Let's just have a full torso of Brian.
Wow.
This fucking guy.
Wow. Brian, so Niles is like, no, actually, I brought up marriage, but thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
And Vanya said the same thing.
I watching this tell-all, it's
Yeah.
like I thought maybe I could like Vanya a little bit. And it's like she didn't grow on me, unfortunately.
I don't hate her, though.
You know what? Joey grows on me more and more. The more I watch him, the more I like this guy.
Well, you know who grows on me?
Who?
Mr. Ark.
Mr. Ark. I like him. He's very funny.
I like him. He shows up wearing the same exact outfit as Sean.
Mm-hmm. They have on a toga, basically.
They have on the same neckline.
Mm-hmm.
Sean is like, excuse me.
Bitch stole my look.
Right? So Sean brings, thank God for Sean. Sean's like, hey guys, I heard that Niles needs money for his visa process.
Also,
like,
Niles has a new job.
He does. He works at the mental health department of his state.
Yeah, but what do you do? I would like to know more.
I'm going to say mailroom.
That's what I was going to say. Coffee gopher.
Wow. That was not nice.
No, I don't know. What do you do? Mailroom is nicer.
I guess that's not that nice
Do you
either.
remember like they would show you on like old shows and movies from like the 80s? Like I remember like in Gremlins 2 specifically, there'd be somebody walking around with a paycheck cart.
Yeah.
Giving out paychecks. It was so weird.
Yeah.
Like there's no such thing anymore.
No.
There's
we don't even get paid.
Cart.
Okay. When I worked in media.
Yeah.
No, not even. No, I'm lying. Not when I worked in media because that was a real place. when I worked in property management,
Uh-huh.
because it was like stuck in the 70s,
Sure.
the HR woman would come around and put our paychecks on our keyboards.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't remember the last time. I mean, maybe in the bar school I got a paycheck, but I don't even remember.
They also made us state our religion. So that's neither here nor there.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
That was a very weird job.
Yeah, that was a weird job. Mhm.
Anyway, so she wants him to take some of the money that he's saving to pay the fees to visit her.
What do you think about that? Do you think that that's smart or not smart?
I mean, when there's so little money, it's kind of like we're just postponing the inevitable here.
So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, just take the money and go visit her. So then it buys you more
Right.
time, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like go see her because you're probably not going to see her or have a visa for like years.
Right.
So you may as well
Maybe.
go see her.
I guess. All right. This is where Adnan butts in for no reason. Well,
I mean, he
I don't
doesn't
want to
stop.
I don't want to say for no reason. He pretends like he's being genuine.
But also, he just doesn't stop. That's my problem with him. And
He's not being.
not one person here says, hey, why don't you leave Niles alone? Hey, Niles is getting overstimulated. Why don't you back off a little bit? No, nobody says a fucking thing.
He starts screaming, "Do you support my relationship? Do you support my relationship?" Adnan is screaming at Niles.
Mm-hmm. And of course, Niles is going to flip out. I would flip out. I would be so pissed off. He just keeps poking him.
Adnan's being super weird.
Mm-hmm. He's being rude.
He wants everyone to support him because he's a kid.
Well, so that's the problem. I forget he's like 23.
Yeah.
And
Brian's like,
and
I
his
support you.
Prized bride is sitting next to him,
Smirking.
like smirking the whole time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Brian's like, I support you.
Yeah, of course you do.
Adnan is being so weird to Mr. Ark.
Yeah. And Mr. Ark is like, what do you say? Have some patience.
Yeah, he's like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
I just love that he calls him dad.
Okay.
Why?
But he doesn't stop.
He's like, I am the father. I am the father. It's like we are cosplaying.
No, but Niles is like, and you do this in front of my father, my father,
That
my
was
father.
so
Everything
funny.
is father. Like he full believes that this is his dad now.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. So he's talking about being pushed to marry her. And Mr.
I feel
Ark
like
said that,
Adnan is acting like an EDP for real.
no, he is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Mr. Ark said that Niles should have been calmer. And they made him apologize for walking
Isn't
away.
that crazy? They made him
Yes.
apologize. No, not one person here really had his back. Except for Matilda for 1 second was like, I don't like how you're talking to my husband.
Yeah, but then
That's
she's
it.
like, but I'll also yell at him in front of you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It was weird. Adnan said that Niles hurt his feelings. Adnan is trying to victimize himself in the weirdest way because he's actually like laughing through this.
Well, that's the problem. He's smirking. He's being sarcastic. And it's like everybody hates Lauren. No.
Right.
For smirking, it's Adnan.
Matilda said that Adnan is not being nice and Adnan is taunting him.
And she's crying. She's getting upset.
Well, turns out
Mhm.
Niles paid all of his debt
Good for him. Good for him. That's respectable.
and they want to have 2 kids.
That's cute. But here's the thing though. They haven't agreed on it and they haven't really spoken about it. So
Yeah, of course
like,
not.
weird relationships.
Tiger Lily said that Niles is a sugar daddy and then calls him a Chihuahua dog.
Yeah. Why? What is wrong with her?
I got to tell you, a lot.
You know, we knew from the beginning that there was a lot wrong with her, but the more I see online and the more I see on these shows, I'm like, she is just mean. You know how, like, with Shekinah and Sarper, Shekinah is just mean?
Yeah.
Like, she is just mean. She's smug and she's mean and she's judgy about every single person on the show. I don't understand being like that. I'm such a girl's girl. I can't imagine. Vanya is being so nice to Tiger Lily this whole show, and then Tiger Lily goes on social media and talks so much shit about her, and I could never do that.
Yeah, she's very, very, very mean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he said that when he has to calm down, he loves talking to Matilda.
I love that.
And then he said that Mr. Ark would have beat Adnan with his fake arm.
He would have. He would have. That's
Niles,
right. He would have.
You are being very disrespectful to your daddy.
Oh my God, to Daddy Pooh.
Oh my God. Stop. Okay, so now Lauren is giving his girlfriend test.
Oh God, these dating questions. He's like, here, you can keep them, to Vanya. You can have my gonorrhea paper if you want.
So she said that one of the questions was, have you ever drowned? And she's like, have I ever drowned? Yeah, right. I'm here. And he's like, I drowned 8 times. What do you think is wrong with Lauren? It's like a
I
weird attention thing.
he jumped off a cliff. He was saying on some clip that I posted that he has multiple personalities. I mean, this guy is full of cockadoodoo.
Yeah, he is.
Also, she loves birds of paradise.
Well, she asked him how many times he was dropped, and she goes, actually, I was dropped once on an elevator by my aunt.
Okay. Wow. Sick
He has an
brag.
answer for everything.
No, I know. People like him really. I could deal with Adnan easier than Lauren.
Yeah, same.
Hmm.
Well, Bojo is back. His meeting is over, and it was very successful.
God, I fucking hate this guy. But also, it's funny.
But why do we have
Because he was on a pretend Zach Morris cell phone. He wasn't even talking to anybody. You know it.
Noelle?
Mhm.
Why did he have to come back? He doesn't like her.
Right. Okay. They never dated. They just never dated.
They never
So
even
why
met
is he
before.
here?
Stop.
They never kissed.
Stop.
Yeah, it's weird. They hugged one
like-
time.
He's like, I didn't like her. And they're like, well, that wasn't nice. You have to like her. He's like, but I didn't
Right.
like her.
I can't imagine not liking someone and then getting in trouble for it. Isn't that so crazy?
He didn't do anything. He said, oh, no,
he
thank
didn't do
you.
anything wrong. He actually could have done much worse. He could have led her on.
He's like, oh, no, thank you.
He was like, no, I'm just not like into this.
All right. Well, Joe and Magna.
God, Magna. She is a robot, I think.
What happened to her eyes, though?
I don't know. She's dead too. You know they're dead inside.
It's like one of those baby dolls where the eyes close when you roll its head back.
Yeah.
That's
Something
what's
very bad
happening.
happened
There's
to
like
her.
some kind of weighted eyelash.
Yeah, there's a bad thing happening to her.
She came to the US, she met his family, and they are not engaged.
Okay, but so here's the thing. You can tell when they talk about his friends. His friends didn't like her.
No.
Yeah. They were like, what did you like the friends? She's like, name 2 of them.
She's like, I liked Sam and
Michael.
Yep.
It's like
no.
no,
Also,
that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, I don't know. I like 2 people here. I don't know.
okay.
It was
Also,
weird.
of course they didn't like her, but also he said that they're like, well, why didn't you propose to her? And he's like, I don't know, like, isn't it supposed to just like happen?
But also, she's asking him weekly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's supposed to happen because I think you're supposed to have a ring.
But
So I don't think
everyone's
these things just happen.
But everyone's asking, and then Brian goes, well, how long is she willing to wait?
Okay, but she doesn't answer.
But why are you making it like this is a long time?
Right, because they've been together all together, I think 1 month, maybe.
What, like in person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
Right.
stop.
So I know, but everybody on the show pushes that. It's like, let's get engaged so fast. It's like, do you even like each other? You have
I
to
don't
get
know.
engaged?
No.
Do you know what it's going to be like to live together? You don't even like each other. It's weird.
What do you think about the story about him leaving his shooters on the table?
Do you think that's real?
No.
Right? Because it seemed like because first of all, he's like, oh, I don't remember. Let's see what happens. But it's like, I think he left his passport. I don't know.
And
Do you
then
think
she
he's
said,
like saying that to be cool?
I don't know. But then she said, quote, Joey drink all the time. And that they have an open door policy on the bathroom.
Okay, but so are they trying to make us think that he's like a drunk?
Yes.
But okay, so just correct me if I'm wrong. Not correct me if I'm wrong, but tell me, am I remembering wrong? Did they really talk about drinking or anything while they were together hanging out in Poland? Like he wasn't like drinking all the time, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if they're just trying to make us like think that.
All right. Well, now
Mhm.
backstage, Vanya is talking to Tiger Lily, and
Mhm.
Anna comes over, and then Tiger Lily wants to leave. So now this is a fake conversation about how Vanya wants to continue the conversation, but Adnan has nothing else to say to her and does not speak to women alone.
Okay, obviously Adnan is attracted to her.
Right, but also this is staged.
No, of course it is, but I'm just saying from the things that he says
Yeah.
that she's like doing
Like, oh, what do
everything
you
for
want?
attention
Yes.
and yeah. And this is why I really think that Tiger Lily is talking mad shit about her online
Because she's
because I
jealous.
think she's jealous. Yep.
All right, well, let's talk about Vea and Sunny.
This is weird.
Okay, so they broke up when she got home,
Mm-hmm.
and then she dated someone else. She went on one date to Disney World and Disneyland, and nothing happened.
Right.
And Brian said she's lying. Brian, shut up.
I know. He's disgusting.
Okay, but it was her dog sitter.
honey, she has a type. This dog sitter is square like Sunny.
Yeah, I guess he is square.
Same haircut,
Right.
short. Like
Right.
they're very
Oh,
similar
that's
in looks.
interesting.
As soon as I looked at him, I'm like, yo, this is like Sunny in a different font. It's weird.
Right. And
Yeah.
then they got back together and
Mhm.
Adnan tells him to be more controlling. And this is where I realized something.
What?
Why is Vea on the television screen? She lives in America.
No, she said she can't come because she's very sick. I'm pretty sure she said that she couldn't come because she's very sick. I don't know. Gallstones, brain tumor. I don't know. I don't know what's up with her. I think it's more maybe she didn't want to be there like without Sunny.
Okay.
So now we're just looking at two people
Okay.
on screens.
Right.
Yeah.
This is two iPads fighting with each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but now Sunny has to go
Mhm.
back to Bangladesh, so he can't even be in South Africa with his devoted father anymore.
But here's the thing. I thought that he was there for a while. I thought he was in South Africa for a
He
while.
could have been, but he could have had like maybe a 7-year work visa or something like that.
Okay. That makes
Okay.
sense.
So he's going to go back to Bangladesh until he could come to the US. So we
Right.
don't have to ever talk to your dad again.
No. So then who cares?
Your dad left you.
Right. Your dad left you. You didn't really have a relationship with
You
him.
followed him to South Africa.
Uh-huh.
Now
And
you have to
you're
leave
leaving.
anyway. So it's like,
Good riddance.
who cares about this guy?
Yeah, who cares about this guy? Mhm.
And then Adnan asks about premarital sex and he's screaming at Vea.
Okay, this is the problem. He's screaming.
Yeah, he's
What's
screaming at
up with him?
Vea.
And he's balding.
He is balding and Tiger
Uh-huh.
Lily is Christian.
Right. So why is it okay that Tiger Lily's Christian and Vea like won't Vea? I guess she says that she believes in Jesus too, so she must be Christian.
Well, Tiger Lily's like, no, you're an atheist.
I know, but she's like, no, you can't tell me I don't believe in Jesus.
Right.
And she's like, well, we thought she was an atheist. Okay, what gave you that? Like, what made you come to that conclusion? Because she has tattoos? Shut up.
Vea said that she's never converting, and Sunny is now getting a little bit of Adnan strength.
Okay. He's like, no. She just needs to be with me to see how great it is. And then she'll probably convert. And she's like, here's the thing. I'm never converting.
Right. And you know what, Sunny? You're fine with that. Stop.
Well, so that's the thing. It's like, why is he acting like this? Is it because
It's
Adnan's there?
Yes.
Yeah. It's really weird.
Also, he said that he doesn't have a relationship with his dad. Here's the thing. His dad doesn't talk to him anymore.
Right. But I guess he's just dying for acceptance from his
Okay,
dad. When
but
you don't
guess
really
You're going to die of it then.
I guess right. I guess because he never really had his dad's acceptance, and I guess he didn't feel loved from his dad. He's like dying for his acceptance.
Okay, well, you're going to die for the acceptance. He said that his dad will forgive him when he has kids with the girl that his dad hates.
Sure, that's why. But I will say that Vea said that she would have done things differently.
Sure.
This time, but I like that Joey was like, why couldn't you just cover the tattoos?
Yes.
Like, why did you have to make it so
Joey's
difficult?
like, you couldn't play the game?
He's so right, though. Because
you couldn't play the game?
Here's the thing. All you had to do is play the game for a few days while you were there. He was going to leave the country anyway.
You're never going to see this man. And guess what?
Yeah.
Neither is Sunny.
That's the thing. You could have just played the game.
So now, Sunny, you think that your father, you live in Bangladesh. Your father lives in South Africa.
Yeah.
Your wife or fiance lives in America. You're going to go live in America, have kids in America, and you think that your father's going to forgive you?
No, not at all.
Who cares?
I just don't understand people who can't play the game. It's really frustrating to watch because there are so many people who are like so like stubborn and defiant where they're like, I would never put up
this is the hill
show my tattoos.
This is the hill you want to die on?
Yeah, that's the hill you're gonna die on. So go ahead. So make your man's life harder.
Speaking of dying on a hill, let's talk about Brian and Ingrid. He said that she wasn't ready for his wheelchair stuff.
Okay. First of all, he
was trying to pop a wheelie on the sidewalk and she got nervous.
I'm sorry that you had to jerk off into your catheter on day one, in hour one.
Yeah. Oh, but you were mad at her because you were trying to BMX on the sidewalk.
Right.
You want to pretend that that's why? And she's like,
she was
I just got
like
scared.
Her son.
Yeah, I got scared. I didn't want him to die. Sorry.
Yeah, I like the way he just turns everything around. Such a dick.
Okay, so now they show the scene with the lingerie. And they show how he gets mad after that she stops him. Okay. Thank you, Joey.
What? What did Joey say?
Joey's
Remind
like,
me.
have you guys kissed before this at all? And he's like,
Right.
no.
He's like, just like a few. And so Vanya's like, you guys didn't even have a proper makeout sesh.
And you just think that this is fine.
But also, why did nobody come to her defense?
Okay, they kind of did though. Adnan said that she was wrong. And Tiger Lily is blaming her and laughing.
Right. Tiger Lily's the type of woman that it's like you got R'd because you wore a mini skirt in public.
Yes.
She's
what
that
was
type
what
of
was
woman.
she wearing? Well, what
Yep.
was she wearing?
Yep. She's like, I saw your cookie. Your cookie was hanging out.
Okay.
Okay, so that means he has to go down on you?
Yeah. That's how that
Forcefully?
works.
That's not
Yes.
fair. That's disgusting.
Yeah, but that's
Let me-
Noelle. That's how it works.
You do not have to do anything sexual with anybody in your whole life if you don't want to.
Well, Tiger Lily thinks otherwise, and she is judging. And also, Brian brings up that night she had suggested that he stop to buy condoms.
So that automatically means that you have to give it up to him.
Yes.
Just because you asked, she was probably like, hey, just in case the tides change,
Sure.
let's be safe about it.
Right.
Okay. So now everybody's making it seem like, oh, you didn't have sex with him? You wanted him to get condoms.
Yeah, but why would you have
must
put-
wanted to?
Why would you have put on lingerie
Yeah.
if it was
You wouldn't
all
let him go down on you?
you should have let him do anything that he wanted, and you should have done anything he wanted because you had on a bra and panties.
You had on lingerie, so you had to do it.
Yeah, you had to do it. You don't
That
have a choice. There is no turning back. Once you put on a bra and panties, there's no turning back.
But why didn't any woman
remember-
here say something about this?
Do you remember that time that we went to the beach
Uh-huh.
and then you wore a bikini?
I just had to have sex with every man on the
And I was
beach?
like, Noelle, we gotta go.
God, I just kept dick after dick after dick. I mean, what was I doing?
I'm like, Noelle,
Like, well, it's getting dark.
it's getting dark. I'm getting chilly. My cover up is short sleeve. Can we wrap this up? And you're like, I have an obligation.
Yeah, I wore a bikini. This
And
is
I'm
my
like, yeah, well,
fault.
thank God I wore a tankini. Because now I'm in the car driving away, waving goodbye to you forever. And that's the last time I went to Rockaway.
I just
And now Noelle hates going to the beach.
God, I can't go to the beach anymore. I'm scared.
I know.
This is why I have an aversion to bikinis.
And the beach.
I don't know, man. Tracy, this really bugged me out. How did nobody come to this woman's defense? It's so weird and gross.
Once you put on underwear,
Mhm.
it is no longer your choice. Also, it doesn't matter what she said. It doesn't matter what she did. It
Uh-huh.
doesn't matter why.
Yeah.
So then he tries to turn it on this. He said that she put her finger on his nose and said, I have a boyfriend. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what she did?
Yeah, she was doing anything to get him away from her.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
She said, I have a boyfriend.
How many times have you met guys you
wouldn't
weren't
stop.
interested in and you were like, I have a boyfriend, leave me alone?
Okay. But isn't
Uh-huh.
it sad that you have to say something about another man for a man to respect you?
And he doesn't even respect her anyway.
Right. But I'm saying, like, to make him stop.
Of course. Right. Like the fact that women are just expected to have
Mhm.
sex no matter what.
No matter what.
Here's the thing. Even if Brian and Ingrid were in a full-on relationship
Yes.
and she was there in lingerie
Yes.
and he
And then
wanted
she
to go
said
down
no.
her, she could still say no.
You could still say no. You could
You
still
could
say
still
no.
say
Even
no.
if they
You
were
actually-
married for 25 years.
You never actually have to touch him in your whole life. It's so
Never, ever,
weird to
ever.
me. It's weird to me.
Never, ever, ever. Okay, where are we? So then
let's see.
she
he
said
brings up that she has 2 kids and 2 baby daddies. Oh, we're not up to that yet. Sorry.
no, he said everyone's confused. He's like, yeah, see, guys, I was confused too.
Hmm.
Then she said, I was afraid of getting an STD. He wasn't tested. Here's the thing, Ingrid,
Mm-hmm.
stop giving reasons.
Well, she feels like she has to give reason. Nobody's coming to her defense.
All right. Well, Brian's daughter, Brianna, is kind of not coming to his defense either.
Okay, she is mean too. I have to tell you, she's beautiful. She is
She's
so,
so cute,
beautiful.
right?
It's not normal. She's
I know.
beautiful.
She's
Uh-huh.
so cute. But she's also okay. So I don't think she's as mean as she is trying to deflect this and doesn't want to talk about it.
Uh-huh. Agreed.
So she said that she didn't think that they were in love. And she said that her
Mhm.
dad had higher hopes. That's not necessarily saying something bad about Ingrid.
No, I guess right, because they're like, do you think that Brian like was more into it or whatever? And she's like, well, I think he had higher hopes. Okay, that's a fine thing to say.
Right.
And she's only a year. Ingrid is 1 year older than her.
Right.
Who cares though? Whatever.
And then Vanya finally stands up for Ingrid. So then they asked Brianna about the text messages. And she said it's cringe.
Yes.
And he said,
Agreed.
listen, I lie about my age on the dating site, but anyone that knows me knows how old I am. What?
It blew his mind
Blew his
that she
mind.
didn't know. It blew his mind that she didn't know any of
And
this.
Ingrid's like, okay, great. She doesn't want to argue.
Ingrid's like, get me out of here.
Mm-hmm. Brianna wants him to take a break from dating.
And he's like, no, I probably won't. Everybody's like, he's not going to listen. He's like, no, I'm not.
He already has a girlfriend.
Yeah, I know. But apparently we're going to meet his girlfriend too.
Great.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, Niles now is big mad outside.
Niles is bugging out. Niall is about to beat Adnan's ass.
Tiger Lily cannot sit with the men. Niles and Vanya agree that Brian is a creep.
Yes.
Lauren sides with Adnan.
It's so weird because he's like, we support you. There's no problems here. We support you.
Right.
Joey's like, I think you're alone here on that, buddy. But okay.
Adnan tells Niles it's not nice to meet you.
Okay, that was funny.
But also, he's like, why would you do that in front of my father?
Oh my God, Tracey, I can't take it. He fully believes that's his dad. Mr. Ark is his father. He believes that.
Niles.
Mm-hmm.
You met the man one time. Stop.
That's his dad. That's his papa.
Niles. He is the equal amount of Sonny. Sonny and his father are more father and son than you are.
Yeah,
Stop.
it's so weird.
Niles got crazy eyes though.
Okay, I feel like Niles is gonna like flip out and would hit him if they didn't like separate them.
I know,
because I think Adnan is very all talk.
I know, but Adnan said, "Don't bet on yourself" or something. I was like, "Oh no." I mean, maybe you shouldn't though, Niles.
I actually felt like they would for real fight to the death.
I would like that.
Yeah, me too. See, that is a reunion I'd like to watch. Tell all.
Fight to the death.
Fight to the death. So we have 2 parts left of the tell all.
Yes.
We'll see what happens on them. I don't really know what's going to happen. I don't know what's
There's no way
to
to
happen.
know.
There's no way to know. Maybe the next one will be like funny. I don't know.
TraceyCarnazzo.com, 90-day podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Noelle's at NoeGirl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming comedy tour dates, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds great.
Bye.
Bye.